Hi, this is Jeff back at Patrick's Project Bench. We're going to continue on with the B&K 707 tube tester. We'll swap out these capacitors. We have 4 to swap out and 1 to add. And then we are going to, we'll check out these resistors. But let's try and get these new caps in first. Let's see, how am I going to start with this? Well, let's start with this one. This looks like in a good position. And that's 100 volt. It says 12 to 20. So, I mean, the closest thing I think you can find out there is a 22. And DC. Okay, looks like the ridged end here is the positive. Where is my... Oh, twist it up here. Okay. Got these all wound around all their connections. Try and keep it moving so we can get it unhooked. Yep, that's loose. There we go. That one was being stubborn. $20 at 100, $22 at 100. Okay. I'll go ahead and get these other 3 out here, and we'll be back. No sense in you sitting through all of that so we'll see in a few. Okay, we're back. I got those capacitors changed out. So there was this one down here, which was that one. You can see quite a bit of size difference there. And then there was one big one over here and here. And I got those out. This one really is, there's a wire that runs all the way to connect it over to here, but there was no way, especially with the big tube in the way there, to get these in, so they had it moved over there. But now with the modern size caps, you can see, let me see if I'll get zoomed in here for you. So here's those. This is where the original one was, the big orange one here. And then there was just no way to fit that other big orange in here, so they had it over on the other side over there. But now they both fit real nice right into here. The other thing I'm just going to note, that this particular capacitor right here is actually in circuit backwards. So the minus goes up to the tube and the plus goes to ground. And that's because that's the B minus. This is the B plus. There's a tube back here that they're working on. But so you get this is your B minus, is why that's backwards. I seen another video out there and they just put the plus up here. So I don't know whatever happened with that, but hopefully nothing drastic. Maybe you just blew up the capacitor or something. We don't want any ill will to anybody. It's an easy mistake, even when you know to put them in the right way and they're marked on a circuit board. You know, when you're doing 50, 60 of them on like a big CB radio base station, it's not out of the question to get one spun around the wrong way. But that was, and that's from Mr. Carlson's channel. He redid one of these, I don't know how many years ago. And then also on his, what he did here, it's not replacing the orange one. The orange one is over here now. Let me back out again here because you can't see where I'm pointing. Over here. So that big orange one that was originally, trying to keep my arms out of the way, was originally over here. There, we'll just set it there. It's taken out, and that's this one now. And then where this one was, these are electrolytics. This is just a standard film capacitor. It's a 104, and that's just like a coupling capacitor. It's 0.1 is what the 104 stands for. So it's just a 0.1 UF coupling capacitor, and that's going to help with any the switching here, noises and stuff with those. Those are all the bank of 5 switches, I think it is, 5 or 6. What is it? I think it's 5. Yeah, 5. And then did all the potentiometers. You know, everything's cleaned out, been gone through, worked over. And the one thing I don't see anybody mention, it's in one of my previous videos on repairing a speaker, a studio monitor speaker. Everything, all the components looked good in there, and it came down to trim pots. Now these aren't trim pots, they're much bigger, of course. But when you don't know, you want to spray and lube them up, you know, get them all cleaned out and working good, all the carbon traces in there. So what I do is I take an ohm reading from the center pin, which is the wiper, and I go from both sides. I draw a little picture. In fact, here I can show you. There's a picture, and that's the ohm rating, and the two of them should add up. You know, when you measure from one leg, I got like the 30K on the left and the 18K on the right. That's 48K, and it's a 47K pot. Now this one on the right was interesting because that's what I can't read from here, 4.48 is what it was reading, but 14 ohms on this side. And this is a 10K pot, so that didn't add up. But I just put the ratings down anyway. And so then I cleaned them all out and sprayed them with my deoxit. lube them up and clean those carbon traces. And then to get them set back, now I can go in there and I put my little meters on there, and I set this one back to 30, and when I move the other lead over to here, it read 17.8. So perfect. And then when I did this one, it read I set it back to the 4.5. And then when I put the probe over between these two, it came out at like 6.5. So now it's right at the 10K. So this one must have been really dirty because it was a lot of stuff on there, raising almost over doubling what the carbon trace was between the center and here. But once it's lubed up, that gets me back. It's not going to be in alignment or anything, or calibrated, but it gets you back close. So you're not, you're a novice like me. You don't, are starting on the zero with the potentiometer all the way down, and you're just guessing then. Here, everything is put back to where it roughly was. And on some of these, I just mark lines with the screwdriver so I can clean them and put them back to and like I said, that's all roughly. It's still going to need to be calibrated, but it gets me close. So what else? Since I had to take that big orange one off, I thought this was a big hassle to get this all desoldered. So I thought I better check this capacitor, and that's supposed to be a 68K ohm resistor. Yeah, not capacitor, resistor. And it was reading, I think, at 78K. So we took that one out of circuit, and then I got that put in at the same time. That way, when I soldered them back, I didn't have to go through trying to get a hole open to get both pieces in. So that's another thing you should be aware of when you're going through and taking capacitors off or whatever, that you should check to see if there's other components on the same terminal, and make sure they're in good shape before you solder everything back together. Otherwise, it's frustrating. You got to do it all over again. And then the last point here is there's these they're number 55 bulbs, and they are crucial to the calibration of the circuit. You just can't replace these little, they're like old little automotive bulbs, but they're number 55s. And it must, I'm imagining it's the resistance of the bulb that affects the calibration. And because there's two of them in here, one doesn't even really, you don't get to see one at all. But so here is, I'm going to try and I'll zoom in here a little bit. Here's the two sockets. This one shines through to the red jewel. That's your power. When you turn your power switch on, this lights up white, but then it shows red on the front. But this one, you don't see it ever, but it's important to the calibration of the circuit. And on some models, they say to solder a little wire on because that's a troublesome spot, I guess. They say to actually solder a wire onto here, and then there's a little hole in the back of the socket, supposedly, and you feed that through and then solder, so it's actually soldered in place. And then also on the little solder spot on the side here to solder a wire and then attach that to the ground. That way it's not relying on the way it's just physically held in. It's being held in. Now on my particular unit, and there's some other weird things I'm finding out, but there's no holes in the back of my socket. They look soldered, so I got in there with the desoldering tool and stuff, and it seems solid, and I'm not going to drill a hole. It's a bigger spring though. It's a different system. So, but if you notice, these are divoted out here a little bit. So I'm going to put a little blob of solder on there, and then I will solder a little wire onto here to go to ground. So that's how I'm going to do it on this unit. So that's it for right now. I have to go through and check out the resistors now. I won't bother you with that. But these green ones are supposed to stay good. And The only reason I checked this one is just because I already had that all desoldered, and I thought I'd check it first. This one's reading perfect. Now this is another one. I got to check that yet. I don't know, but that's all on its own anyway. I don't think there's too many, but I'll come back with a progress report on that. See you in a little bit. I lost the audio somehow on here. So here I'm just showing you how I'm just going to put a blob of solder on the bottom of these little bulbs so that to create a better contact. There you can see how it made a nice little ball on it. There, the one on the right is before, and the one on the left is the one I just finished soldering. Solder the other one now. Okay, I got the bulbs sitting in there. The one on the bottom is actually turned. In fact, I think before I put this one in, I'm going to solder that one. I'll tin this wire first here. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I got it, I think, zoomed in pretty close, but some tweezers here. There we go. Now I can set this one in. I can't really twist it in on this one yet because the little solder thing is kind of off to the, it gets hidden. So I'm just putting it in there lightly. Hopefully it'll stay. I don't know if this is, any of this is necessary. It's just, I have read in a couple places that this is the thing to do because issues arise and then it's kind of unknown. So if nothing else, at least you're aware of it. And if you do have a problem, you know to have to check these two bulbs. I'm going to have to get in your way here, I think. Okay. There. Now they have, I left enough wire loops here so that they're easy to pull out and get the solder off if you need here. So make sure we got good connections. I think everything is grabbing good. Yep. Yep, top one good. I grounded the other. This is the base here on each bulb here. It's all connected to the frame anyway. So that'll hopefully solve us keep us from getting into some weird something not working. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for today. We'll have to, when we come back, we'll check out all these resistors and go from there. Replace anything else we might have to. And then we're getting really close to being able to recalibrate it. That'll probably be a separate video. I don't want these getting too long for people. So we'll be back, finish up these resistors. Okay, we're just going to run through and check out these resistors, see if anything needs to be changed out there. I just want to show you on my my bench meter. It's the Owen XDM 1041. It has a cool feature that when we can zero it out really easily by just putting the two leads together. And you can see the added wire and stuff, and the clips, everything. It's actually coming up at 0.2 ohms basically. But they have a button here you can just call relative, and you can just press that on and just leave that there, and it zeroes out the leads now. So now we're getting a real accurate measurement on the resistors here. So let's see, we can find out here. What do we got here? I think that's a green, blue, green. Yep, green, blue, green. What is that? 5, yeah. 56, 50, so 560. 560K? Is that right, or am I reading wrong here? Let's see what it says. It says 6 mega ohms. Is that, maybe I'm off a zero. I gotta get a piece of paper out here. So that's definitely a 5, 6, and 5 zeros. Oh yeah, it'd be 5.6 mega ohms, and that's coming in at 6.3. Oh, and that's a silver band. That should be 10%. Yeah, so that's over the rating. So first one, we'll have to change that one out. Okay, on to the next one. This one, they say right on it, I think. Let me see here. It's a 4 watt, 18K. 18K. That one is right on. I missed one up here. what is this? This should be a 39, 390 ohm. Yep, that's 382. That one's good. Do we got any other ones hiding in here? So far, just the one. Let's get these three here. This is supposed to be a $330 ohm. $353. That one's good. This one is supposed to be, what the heck, 1K. Oh. 1K, that's right on. What is this one? It's another 1K. That one's on. And this is another 330. $348. That's close enough. This is another 1K. No, this is a 2.4K. $2.4. Right on the money. This is a 470. Well, that's right on. This is a 2.7K. Yep, 2.7K. I better grab just a little piece of tape. Just to mark the, put a little flag on the ones. I think so far we just have the one. This guy right here. Flag him. Yeah, I think that was the only one off so far. And what do we got here? This is these are 7-watt ones. So what is the 7K? Oh, that one's way off. I better double check that to make sure. Oh no, 4.7K. Okay, nope, right on. This is another 4.7K. Yep, that's good. This one we already found was bad. Okay, I think that is it for this side. Let's go to this side. See what we have over here, if anything. Oh, yeah, there's a few here. $1K. 0.8 mega ohm. I better check that out again. Maybe I screwed up here. Watt. No, 1K. Oh, there. It's reading 1K now. Must have had a bad connection. And what do we have here? Is that violet, I think? Nope. That's brown, gray, yellow. So we got, what, 1, 8? 1, 8, 18. So that should be 180K, I think. $187K. Okay, that's good. In spec. And here we have, oh, that's a blue. So 58K should be. Let me just make sure we got a good connection here. It was reading right there. No, okay. Am I reading the code wrong? We got 5. I'm sure that's a gray. Yeah. And the blue is 5, right? No, oh, right. Blue is 6. Okay, I was wrong. So it is, it's 6, 8, 68K. So yep, still, that one's still within spec. It's about 5% high. Okay. Is that, oh, here's another one hiding down here. Gray red. So what, 82, 820 at 5%. 820. Okay, what am I reading wrong there? That's, oh, that's, yeah, 82. Oh, and that's black, right? So it should be 82. That one might be just, because it's got a gold band on it, so that should be 5%. So, 86, yep, that's a little high. So we'll check. Boy, I don't know what I have for 5% resistors, but we'll look into that. That one might have to go. Come on out of there. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh my God, that is, there's a 1, 2. Here's another one back here. Gray, blue. Gray, blue. Oh, I think that's the silver part. Oh, what is? I don't know, I'm thinking it's brown black, so 10 and 6, 10, 10 mega ohms. Let's see if we can get our clips on here. Okay, that one's good. And okay, 11 mega ohm. And that's a yeah, it's supposed to be 10. Just a titch over that one. Probably close enough, but we'll double check it, see what I have around. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. Okay, let's spin around to this side now. Let's see what we have over here. Okay. Well, this should be it says 150 ohm. And 40, well, that's still good. I don't know what this one is. Is that a 150? That's also 150. I don't know if I can get on here. Over here it looks like maybe. $143, okay. Do we see? That might be it for all of them. I will, of course, double check again, but I think we got them all. Oh, no. I thought I seen some on the bottoms of sockets. We got to go back to here. I missed. There's 2, 3 right in this area. Okay, so we got 3 here. We got red, red, orange, so 22K. We're just in the limit there. Okay, and this is that a brown on there? Yeah. There's this, so that's a brown. So we got a 1.8 1.8K. That's a 5% though, so 1.8K. Yep, I think we're that's over, quite a bit over. Okay, and this one is a gray, red, black, so that's a 8.2K. I think that's 8.2K. Okay, that's not showing K. What am I doing wrong? Gray is 8. Red's 2. Oh, black 0. 82K. It's at 91. And is that, that's a silver band, so that's got to get changed. Good thing I spotted those. 2 out of 3 were bad. Okay. These are all little ferret beads. Oh, I seen one other interesting thing over here. I'm not sure what this is. I'm going to zoom in on this and see if you guys know. We'll put the probes on it and see. But so it's this guy right here. Looks like a resistor, but it has just 2 big brown bands. And being this is from 1968, I think we guessed. Because what did I say? Oh, right on the back of the meter it says 1968, and on the pots it says 68's in the code. Let's see what this measures just for fun. I don't know if that's, maybe that's an inductor or something. It says 133K. I have to look at the, is what it's reading. I have to look at the schematic. And see what that part actually is. So if any of you guys know, please leave a comment. This looks interesting. You know, as always, please try and help out my channel here, and subscribe and like. I'm not looking for any kind of monetization. I just want to try and reach more people to help them learn as I learn, because I'm fairly new to all this too. I mean, I've been dabbling in it for 45 years, but usually you're just building guitar effects and stuff off of schematics. There's no restoration type, so this is a whole new deal for me too. So that's it for the resistor end of it. I think that is going to be the conclusion of this video, and with any luck we'll be back the next one to calibrate this. So thanks for watching, taking the time out of your day. It's always appreciated. And don't forget, please like and subscribe.